Mary, the mother of the Queen of Martyrs. She is called the Queen of Martyrs because she is one great personality that faced the passion of Christ thoroughly. And therefore you find Jesus Christ in today's Gospel reading saying, "Woman, behold your son." Then he says to the disciple, "Behold your mother." Now, we know that Jesus is sharing not only his discipleships with his mother, but also the pain and suffering that he transfers to her, because she will be the mother of sorrows. As we know that she is a great symbol of patient perseverance and the tolerance that she had right from the time when she was announced that she will be going to bear a son. The embarrassment of Joseph, the sadness of being called at a very young age to dedicate and consecrate herself. And then afterwards, after the betrothal, Joseph and Mary going in search of a place for her delivery, and finally finds a horrible place, the stable where she gives birth to her son. So you find that right from the inception of she being the mother of God, she experienced that pain and sorrow. Never did she ever raise a brow, or never did she ever question, why this to me? Even when Simeon in Luke's Gospel chapter 3 says, "A sword will pierce your own soul." And how painful it would be. Such words were expressed upon her face. And she accepts that. And thereafter she knew that this is the cup of tea that she's going to have all through her life. And that is how she stood by Jesus. Now we know that Jesus is not going to just transfer the sorrow to her only. He transfers the sorrows to each and every one of us. These sorrows are a blessing. These sorrows are not the sorrows of human. We go through sorrows. How many kinds of sufferings we have? Mental, physical, imaginative. There are so many kinds of suffering. There are so many kinds of pain that we go through. Sometimes a sickness would be more painful than somebody losing a near or dear one. Or somebody dying in a family would be so painful than the person suffering with cancer. There would be pain and sorrow of different type, with different wavelength, and how we have to go through this is because we are capable of it. Now Jesus does not dump sorrows upon us. No. He gracefully gives it to us so that you and I can grow out of it. Now look at Mary. She could really grow out of this sorrow, and that is why she was crowned glorious. Therefore we find through every cross there is a crown. To every pain there is a moment of joy. And when you are struck with sorrow, don't take it into yourself. Don't ever brood on it. Don't ever think that this is the end of my life, or this is the end of my own. No. You are not the author of your life. You are not the author of your sorrow as well. You have not created your sorrow by yourself. Very often, the sorrows that come are part of life, but also, I have not created it. It has happened in my life. And therefore, if it is by itself happen, it will also can disappear by itself. When I create my own sorrow, then I am not able to get out of it. Don't ever create your own sorrow. It's sometimes very difficult to create one's own sorrow. But when the sorrows come in our lives, remember that you are capable and you have the capacity to overcome these sorrows. And therefore Mary is a symbol of that. That she, who must have really thought that she would live a beautiful life, spending her time in the temple, but suddenly she is chosen to be the Mother of God. And then she had to go through this. And how God gives her the power and strength to go through this pain and sorrow. Therefore, you and I will also receive sometimes on our journey of life sorrows. And you and I will also have the capacity and capability to overcome it. And that is a moment where you will become a strong, powerful person. It is through that sorrow that you go through, we will know that you are made out of a real powerful metal. And we will know that you have a real strong personality. Because you went through this sorrow gracefully. If you brood and go on thinking about it, you will lose and you will really find yourself in a mess. Therefore, today, when we look at all the 7 sorrows of our Blessed Mother, when we look at the sorrows that she accepted, we need to also learn to accept the sorrows in our life. The more you accept the sorrows like our Blessed Mother, the more easy it would be to receive the power and capacity to overcome them and to receive that glorious moment with God. All the Mother of Sorrows here, happy Mother of Sorrows Day. No, because you are looking all like that, very sorrowful. Cheerful is a moment where we will all be happy. We all love to be happy always. But remember, real happiness is when